Welcome in to the Subconscious Mind Mastery Podcast. Thomas Miller, boy, do I have a good one for you. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you listening. I have been excited to do this podcast since I heard of this concept about a week or so ago. I saved it for our Sunday night Healing Convergence group, so they would be the first to hear it, and the reception was overwhelmingly positive. This came from a website that I don't know this person directly, but I know of her and know of her work. She was in radio for a while and then started the Unity Radio. If you're familiar with Unity out of Kansas City, well, they have a radio network, and this lady founded it. Her name is Mindy Autlin, and she has a new venture that she's working on that I stumbled across on Facebook the other day. And there's a Facebook group about this. There was some coaching. I don't know that we'll talk to Mindy or not. It's just such a simple concept that it's one of those things that you just share out. You communicate this to others, and if you want to join their Facebook group, you can. I'll tell you what it is here in just a second. But it is a simple, positive way to redirect your focus instantly. And giving credit where credit is due. You might pop over and join their Facebook group because there is a conversation around this there. But the whole concept is, what if up? That's it. What if everything in your life, what if everything in your world was up? What if your outcomes ended up? What if your relationships ended up? What if your career ended up? What if your money situation, your health, whatever it is about whatever is going on in your life, what if up? Then our folks on Sunday night started playing with it. And this is where it got fun because you could do Yoda, what up if? Or you could do E.T., what if up? What if up? You could do your own little characterizations of it. I'm sure there are many others that are out there. But the whole idea is to just think positively. What if up? And I'll tell you, since I came across this, I have caught myself so many times reframing something. Wait. What if up? What if the outcome of this is up? What if all of a sudden it worked to my favor? And then Sunday night, somebody contributed that they had been focusing on positive outcomes for the last 2 years and that it had completely changed results, attitude, everything. So on our Facebook group, Subconscious Mind Mastery and Fun Astrology podcast listeners, we are starting this conversation of what if up and just encouraging each other to stay in that kind of perspective. And you know, this doesn't circumvent difficult times. There's no way. I mean, we're on Earth, and it's part of the perspective that we signed up for. But energy flows where attention goes. And no matter how dark the days or how difficult the circumstance might be, in the moment, what we are creating by what if up is like the ultimate pay it forward. So let me even extrude this just a little bit. What if it sucks today, but what if up tomorrow? What if this situation that I'm interpreting as difficult or challenging or just plain bleh right now that will be to my ultimate benefit? I go back in my own story. When I was sitting there after that second divorce, realizing that I wasn't supposed to get divorced the first time, what happened? Horrible. The whole effect on me physically, with my kids, with everything was bad, bad, bad. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was truly the ultimate what if up, because that was the moment that my life started to change for the good. Had that marriage worked out, no telling where I would be now. Certainly not talking to you here. What if up? What if a money situation caused you to either redraft your financial perspective or come up with some new innovative way of making multiple sources of income? What if you gained independence through almost near or complete financial catastrophe? What if up? That job or that boss that you couldn't stand anymore and that you were just dreading every single Monday morning, and finally they let you go? What if up? Because now you've found the contribution to society that you can't wait to get up on Monday morning and be a part of all week long. And the week goes by and you just think, wow, where did it go? What if up? You, read the headlines. You look at the news and you see what's going on in our world and you think, what if up? And you realize that a new consciousness is coming. And we may go through some tunnels, but a new world, a new way of being on Earth is around the corner. What if up? What if it's ultimately better? When I looked at the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in January of 2012, and I looked at the history of that, every time it occurred, which was only twice in the last 1,000 years, it was a major shift from something that had worn out to something that was infinitely better. Not just better, radically better. What if up? Now, just a part of something that has to happen sometimes in order to get from here to there is the old structure has to be torn down. It's like I'm sitting in the van here in a parking lot of a new little industrial residential complex. There's an apartment building over here and a coffee shop and some other things. Well, what was here had to be taken out in order for this new growth to come in and replace what was old. That's a great metaphor. The garden has to be tilled, right? We've known it since we were kids, but when we're going through it, it's hard to think what if up. But if you will create that perspective, and just with those 3 little words, and also something that you can do is when you say it, literally move your head, your eyes, your gaze, your focus up above the horizon. Lift your head up, chin up, head back. What if up? Literally move your focus and attention higher. I hope that you love and already are excited about this. If you're not part of our Facebook group, come join us. Just answer the questions if you would so that we know you're a podcast listener. Just find us at Subconscious Mind Mastery and Fun Astrology podcast listeners. On Sunday night, we get together on Facebook Live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and have this healing convergence where we talk about things like, what if up? And then we join our energies together and send them up into the sky, sending healing and love and peace into the world. Would love to have you join us with that as well. All right, that's it for this one. Keeping it short and sweet because what if up? I'm Thomas Miller. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the journey.